In this video, you're going to see how I teach Harper to take a back cast on a basic blind. It's a progression, so we're going to start with using white dummies, and we're going to throw them as marks to begin with. Like I said, it's a progression. We're going to start simple and with something that she knows. She knows how to do the baseball drill, where you just toss a dummy over her head to the left or the right, and you can send her left, back, or over to the right. And she'll do it every time when she sees the dummy. And as you see here, we're starting with that. And we're only going to be doing backs here. So you see I set Harper out, threw a dummy over her head. I'm going to come back to my point. Go back. And cast her back. So this is very simple, something she knows how to do. And we're going to spend 2 reps here just getting her into that mode that this is what we're doing today. And she accepts it really easily. Very nice. This one I'm going to do a little bit different than the previous. I'm going to actually set her down, walk past her, and I'm going to extend that distance back to that dummy here. Just so we're not keeping it the same distance every single time. And give her a little bit more of a delay to think about what she's got to do. She's got to sit steady until I give her the command to go back. Go back. And you see, again, no hesitation there. She knows the drill. She's going to go back when I give her the back command. Picks the dummy, brings it back. So this time, we're going to do something a little bit different. And then, like I said, it's progression. So we're going to add a different variable each time as we move through this drill. So this time, I'm going to drop the dummy as an unknown, meaning she doesn't know that I drop it out. So I heel Harper out all the way to the spot where I'm going to drop the dummy. I shield her eyes with my hand, and I reach down at the same time, and I say, good, heel, or just something to muffle the sound of the dummy hitting the ground behind us. Go back. Go back. Good. And as you can see, there was a little bit of confusion because she didn't see a dummy go flying out. She didn't know it was back there. So you saw her hesitate just a little bit, and I actually had to give her the command twice. And she slowly turned around, looked back, and saw that a white dummy was sitting back there. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to use that white dummy in that scenario so that she could just turn around and see that I was commanding her back to a dummy that was there. This rep is very similar to the first 2, in that it's just a simple mark over Harper's head, but the difference is that we're using an orange dummy here. So we're moving into an orange dummy instead of a white. So she's going to have to no longer rely on seeing the big white dummy out there. Go back. And as you can see, she knew it was a mark. She knew the dummy was there, so she immediately just took the back command, went back, picked the dummy. So nothing special other than it was just an orange dummy this time instead of the white. This next rep is where it gets interesting. Here, we're still going to use the orange dummy, but I'm going to do the thing where I drop it out back behind me while I'm shielding her eyes and covering up the sound, giving her a good girl, a good heel. While I drop the dummy out, walk up a little bit, make her sit, and then I'm going to walk back to my starting point. So now it's an orange dummy. It's not far behind her, so she's not going to have to go far. Go back. Good. Still a slight hesitation on that back command, but she had to rely more so on trusting my back command rather than her own knowledge that the dummy was back there, with it being an orange and us dropping it out without her knowing. It also obviously helps that she's retrieved several dummies on this road in the past few minutes. This rep's going to be very similar to that last one, except for I'm going to do a pull-push with her on this one, where I'm going to set her down and send her back for a blind dummy. So you can see here, I'm shielding her eyes and muffling the sound of the dummy dropping behind me so she doesn't know it's there. And I'm going to sit her down and then pull her to me, make her sit, and then push her back. You'll see that the recall and sit's not going to be perfect on this rep, but that's a video for a different day. Sit. Go
back. Good.
So you can see after she finally sat down, she took the back command, went back, picked the dummy that she didn't know was there. Supposedly, I have a feeling she looked back before she started that recall. You can kind of see in the video at a distance that she had looked back. She may have seen it back there. But either way, we're still making progress with sending her on a back on a blind. So this is going to be another real test. You can see I tossed that dummy out in the road and I shielded her eyes and muffled the sound so she didn't necessarily see the dummy go down. So I'm actually going to walk not back down the road, but I walk out in the field for a second, kind of make a loop around, and I'm going to make her sit here and I'm going to walk back. So the new variable is that we just took a detour out into the field. So we're not working really on a straight line anymore.
Go back. Good.
So you see there was still a little hesitation on that back command, but from beginning to end today, I think Harper started to grasp the idea of taking a back cast on a blind. And that's what it's all about, just progressing to that point. So the more days we can do this, the better off she's going to be, so long as we just continue to create incremental success. Also, don't get hung up on the fact that I gave my dog a right back and she turned to the left. To me, a back is a back, and that's the way I teach it. Thanks for watching.